Alright guys, Fast Eddie here. Tuesday morning, last week of May. I guess it's Memorial Day in the States, but it is Tuesday here. Didn't get any video undone yesterday on the Monday because we had to go into Tagbilaran to get our driver's licenses, our Filipino driver's licenses. We've been here for 10 months, and so we tried to get licenses, and we got all the paperwork processed. It's a little bit different process, but my son, they wouldn't give him a license. They only gave him a learner permit because they said his license wasn't a license. I'm not quite sure how they determined that, but anyway, so he got a learner permit, so now he can go back in a month and apply for his license. So interesting, because they have like a DMV building, and then they have like these buildings around it that process your paperwork, and then once everything's processed, you go inside the building of the DMV, and then they accept it, and then they'll call you or text you in a couple weeks and tell you when your license is ready. But for my son, we had to go over to the mall, and they have upstairs in the mall, they had a part of the LTO operation was up there, issuing learner permits. So anyway, it was a drawn out process all day, wore us out, so no videos yesterday. So here we are today on Tuesday morning, and we are back at it here. Felix is working on the outdoor patio, getting the tiling down. Moving on to this section over here. Painters are out here doing the smooth coat, the skim coat again. They got to keep putting on different hats. One day they're doing skim coat, next day they're painting, and back and forth, working around everybody. My wife has moved some of her plants around now that the pool's kind of done. We'll probably do the exposed aggregate later. We got some other things I want to get done first. I really want to get the driveway kind of poured. That way, once we get that poured, our fabricator can start working on the roofing for that. But anyway, we'll get to that. So there's the flooring there. Electrician Junior is out here putting up lights, those famous Timo lights that we got with the built-in fan and light. We got the kitchen, building the outdoor kitchen cabinets out here. The outdoor kitchen. And they've moved on to the outdoor side rail out here. Side rail up on this staircase here. And I will show you up above up there. They are putting in the rain gutters up there, chipping away, and the tile to tie into that. What they got to do to tie in the bar there. Go up there. Out here on the utility side. Skim coat? Ah, good morning. More skim coat, yeah. Looking good. Take a walk around the front of the house here. The driveway is going to be kind of big. They're probably going to come out from right here, from that edge of that step right there, all the way over to here, and then over there. I don't think the whole thing will be covered, but we'll see. Definitely the plan is it's going to be kind of a taper to slope on it, because I don't want to have to relocate this gate and or reposition it. So it'll have a slope to it, and definitely want to put an electric motor on that gate as well. So there's kind of a view from out here. You can see they're getting some paint on those rails up there. Inside the house here, they've slowly been painting some of the rooms. They almost got this room, this bath here set up. So we're gonna hang the mirror up there. There's the lights in there, the sink, the toilet. They got that drain fixture in there. I thought that was going to be a problem, but it turned out not to be. They were able to just put that right there. Bone holder. Go ahead and roll. And we're not able to put a screen on this window here because of the, it's not square, obviously. I mean, I guess we probably could have figured something out, but you know, that's fine. Kind of looking back as we go up the stairwell. Nuno is out here making the strap for the gutter system, or the downspout system. Old world craftsmanship. They learn this in elementary school when they go to school in the Philippines, how to be resourceful. Part of the old roofing material, that surplus roofing material that they're cutting down, making straps to tie up the Aldo and Otto up here. Oh, Aldo. Before we're done, before you take the scaffolding done, we touch up the paint. Okay?
Kanang mga kuha bitaw kanang nga paksot bakit iritas tay ni subla ring ang mas brasa.
And they got it done over here. You can see up there. Probably should have touched up the paint on this one here. We still can, I guess. Yeah. And back in here, as you can see, we got the PVC paneling out. They are starting to put the PVC paneling up after about a month delay. Yeah. And they're riveting that up there. Yeah. Man, Oscar, he's like Joshua. Taking over. And in here we got some plumbing done in there. And we got some lights in here, no switch. But yeah, shower doors in here. I think I showed that earlier. Towel rack. I almost missed this addition. This is the inside stairwell here, going upstairs, and they got this rail on here yesterday on Monday, and came out nice. We got these at one of the hardware stores. Wife liked those, so I got that all welded in and tied in. Pretty solid, and I'll get that painted up. Paint that up for us, and I've talked about a rail on the outside here, but for right now we're not going to worry about it. But as I get older, I'll probably need something there. I told my wife I'm just going to tie a rope around that top thing up there and just pull myself up then. And somebody had mentioned, asked where the stovetop was on the countertop. It's kind of camouflaged in there. Right there. See that there? There's a good view of it there. Alright guys, stay tuned for more. Alright guys, Fast Eddie here. And it is Wednesday afternoon on the house build. This is what we're getting done here. I didn't get to do a recap yesterday on Tuesday afternoon. But we'll try it today. We were in the Tagby this morning buying a bunch of stuff for the keep the house project moving along. Sink, toilet, tile. We had to get some tile over there. Run a little low on tile for this thing over here. We got Naldo here. He's painting up the more downspouts with our famous black paint here, and getting a good coating on there. They got 2 of the downspouts done on the house. They got to do the one out front. It'll be a total of 3, I believe. And then they got to put one on this patio cover here as well. So they painted up a bunch of fittings. I knew we weren't going to have enough, but that's going to be a story that I'm going to cover in a different video when we're done here on why we never have enough. It's kind of a cultural thing that I'll talk about, but cultural and business type thing. And so out here we are plugging along. We are on the downhill side of this. Felix is finishing up the he's shifting through some of the adhesive, tile adhesive. It's an older bag that we had in the tool room there. It must got a little moisture in it, so it's got some lumps in it, so he's getting those out of there. But he's plugging away. That's what we went in and got 4 or 5 new cases of tile. And hopefully we'll have this finished up. Close here we got kitchen cabinets going on up out here. Alright.
Like what is your from here? Like 120?
Yeah, 120. Yeah, you're gonna
100.
put
1 meter, because it's 1 meter here. Then the cabinet is 120.
120. So they're working on the kitchen cabinets in here. Out here, they're starting to lay things out kind of for our driveway, carport, everything is going to be laid out here. And they're working on that. They've cleaned out. Let me come around there and I can kind of show you. Maybe I can. Let me see if I can. So they've kind of cleaned out the front yard here. We put our cement mixer over in the side yard. They tore down that front that bench and jig they had on the front there for bending rebar. So now we can use the front gate. And here they are making up a batch of mortar for the tile. Come over here and take a look. Aldo and Otto up there just working on the scaffolding, and so they can put the drain pipes down. So we got 1, 2, 3, and then there'll be a 4th one on the other side, and that should be where the downspout comes down on that far side over there. Manage the water there. No painters today. They're working on another job. They're kind of just waiting to get people to get out of their way so they can paint. And I don't blame them. They've done a lot of what they could do here. In this bathroom in here, they got the mirror up. Lights are on in there. The mirror's there. pretty much well, still got to be painted. Oh, they got it skim coated yesterday, partially. Got to put a second coat on it, yeah. And they'll paint that, yeah. Upstairs. They just about finished up this room in here. Oh, the final, yeah. Putting the PVC ceiling up here. We got a ceiling fan for this room as well. And lots of drop lights. And definitely makes the room look smaller when you here they are, Spider-Man and Spider-Man's friend putting up the scaffolding.
Yeah.
We got a mirror up in here. This is one of those, it's a mirror that lights up. I don't think the power's on right now, but when you touch it, it will light up. It'll light in the mirror. There's the bowl right there. The shower head is, we just got that today. It's downstairs. I should go grab that and bring that up here. Oh, it's right here. I'll take that back. Shower head right there. And faucet. For the bowl there, yeah. And we got the water heater for up here as well. So that's what's going on, kind of not a whole lot of anything else. There's a lot of little stuff. There's some more pipe they got here. They went ahead and ran this pipe instead of just running it off. They ran it outside the fence there, over the roof, and drain that into the side yard there. We did have a pretty good rainstorm last night. It was well, not a hard one, but it was a good rain, a good solid rain for like 8-10 hours. It rained last night, which was nice. I haven't seen that in a while. Normally we just get a downpour, but this was good solid rain. And gutter seemed to work all right. So we got to still deal with the white cord you see there. I'm sure you can see it there. That is actually tied into our water pump. That's the float level on the tank up there that triggers the pump to come on when the float drops down to a level in the tank. And those two white pipes are the supply and the return line, or the feed line to the house. We got to get some straps for those and get those kind of cleaned up once the painters get done with their business. I got some of the rails painted, pointed out. On the pool over here, I did put a light up on top of the pump house, lighthouse there, so you have a light when you get up there, so you can kind of see it's actually on all the time. It's a solar light, but just so you can kind of see as you're getting on the slide. And that's pretty much everything that's going on. It's not, not a lot else happening around here. These are the straps they make for the downspouts, and to hold the metal on there, they just cut them out of the roofing material. This is the roofing material strap that we had from the, I believe that's from our patio cover, where they got that from. So, what we got there. Alright guys, I'll check back later. Oh, we got that welded back out there after we kind of tore the fence down there. We did have a full, remember, I used to have a full size right there on it, and full size metal grate that's laying out there. Then we enlarged this gate opening here, put a sliding gate on it. It's much more practical now. as far as getting in and out and not hitting my head. And the other one was only about 5 feet high. So they got that welded on there. Get that painted up so it looks nice. Probably going to come back and repaint the whole metal along the fence here. If you come along on the outside out here, you'll see the back side of these columns, actually in the fence itself, has not been rendered. It's pretty rough. So that's something we're going to do as well. We're going to have that rendered, at least the columns, have that rendered up, and so the lights look good on there from the both. If you're walking on the inside, you can see how it looks clean up there and everything. As far as the back of the fence, the side of the fence that we're looking at here, I'm not 100% sure we're going to do anything with that. I've kind of kicked around the idea of having it skim coated, rendered, skim coated, and painted, but I don't know if we're going to do that or not. I would like to paint this part of the kubo over here, but we'll see. Got a lot of garbage out here I'm going to have to figure out how to get rid of too. It's not like they have garbage service here in the Philippines, so anyways, that's where we are. Another look at the kitchen cabinets from this angle over here. They kind of mirror what we did inside. No, not mirror, but the construction type mirrors is what we did on the insides. And here are the drawers. We did have to relocate these duplexes up a few inches. They were right at the bottom of the countertop there, so we did that yesterday. Posts are going to go right there. Mark right over there. And we'll run trusses off these columns here, tie them in up there. I have 2 posts right there, and that'll be pretty much kind of like how we built the backyard, the roofing over the backyard patio. We got the steel ordered, the post there, and get the angle iron up, and we can get going then. Alright guys, Fast Eddie here. Thursday morning on the job build. Got the pool lady out here, she's cleaning the pool. We got swimmers scheduled to come over. The kids are coming over this afternoon to go swimming. My wife's cleaning the pool. We had another rainstorm last night, another good solid rain, and the pool is pretty much at its brink and ready to overflow. What I think will happen is it'll flow up the back side there, and we have a drain. I don't know if you can see that over there. We haven't set it up yet, but okay, uncharged battery. You need another one, okay? Yeah, just because it's not 220. It's only a 110. Charger, so I have to leave it here because my coffee maker runs off of that, so I gotta come and check and charge the batteries right there. That cordless grinder I have is pretty priceless. They use the heck out of that thing. I'm glad I got that. So my wife is cleaning the bowl. I was coming over to show you. This will be our drain over here. This is where the outdoor shower is going to be. And this has kind of got a good slope to it, so as the water comes down, it'll go into this drain right here. I picked up a drain cover for it, a steel drain cover. We'll set that up when the time comes. And that's what we're doing there. Finishing up the tiles out here on the outdoor patio. Getting all this tile together. Felix is getting it all tied together. We went and got a few more cases of tiles because we think Felix is stealing it and taking it home. That's a joke, Felix. That's a joke. We were a few tiles short, but should be expected, I guess. The outdoor kitchen is coming along here. We're setting up the island right now. That's where the stove and the oven is going to be, as well as the sink in there. In fact, my wife changed her mind. We had a stainless sink that she was going to use that we had picked up. That's in here. And the stainless is kind of universal type of, stainless sink. And then she found one yesterday at the hardware store she liked better. Kind of matches her interior one, so I'm not sure where it is, but so we'll take that one back. There's the stove. That's an oven. This is all gas. There's going to be a gas one out there. The nice thing about having the gas, electric inside, stovetop and gas oven, and stovetop outside is we can, even a power failure, if we have that and we don't have our solar hooked up, we are good to go. We can still cook outside. I think my wife thinks about, what else is going on here. Put a light up there, but I bought that light for outside underneath the entryway, so we might just leave that there. I'm not sure if it's going to be bright enough though. I think it might be too dark in the shower, but we will see. May have to add one more light there maybe, huh? We got our ceiling fans. These are for the bedrooms here. These are the ceiling fans we got. Westinghouse ones. Nice small little fans. We don't need a whole lot of fans in the rooms up there, small. We got exhaust for both the bathrooms, the 2 pool baths. Ceiling fans, these are going to go on the back patio upstairs. Kind of an industrial type fan out there. We're starting to get some duplexes put in. You can see the paint difference there. This here is the color, kind of the 10 of 10 if you will, kind of a good shot of that against the white there. I don't know if Powers is hooked up to these or not, but that's there. Oh, here's the sink my wife got. This Bremen single sink bowl here, stainless steel, but it's black. It's got these, oh no, it's not. I thought it was black. Oh, it's got some black trim on it. Alright. Anyways, we'll see that later when it gets installed. Should be a couple days that gets done. Out here, I don't have my slippers on because I came out here and was I put some dirt in these bags out here that they're digging from these post columns for our garden box there on the deck. So I did that this morning. I dug that up and put it in the bag there, and my slippers are just coated with mud. Joshua here is making the columns right now, the footings for the columns, and so that's going to be for the carport that we're going to build right in this area right here. They're going to go do the steel work first, and then we will pour the concrete after the fact. So Joshua is a master at digging column footings. He dug all the ones, or a lot of the ones on the house here. He's a master digging in the Anapola rock. It's his favorite thing to do. You can go upstairs and take a look. Morning, hello, how we doing?
Good.
Good. Are you hanging the gutters up here? They're out here working on the gutters. They got their straps all in place there. We're going to come around that way and tie that all together. And what I can show you out there is they're working on the front gate. They're kind of modifying the front gate because so it'll swing all the way open. the way it was, it wouldn't really swing all the way, so we want to get it so we can get it wide open, so if you bring stuff through, you're not limited by the gate being in the way. So, once again, I just had to put my slippers on and try to go out there and take a look. And we got the ceiling in here in the second bedroom, the PVC flooring. Now they gotta start doing the drop down. There we are with the hammer getting that anapola rock out of there. There's a view up there where they're putting the straps on. They got little straps on there. Now we're there the guys are up there. They're putting the gutters on now. They have those straps they made from the roofing material. It's nice because they're the same color. And then they pop riveted on there. So we'll have actually 3 downspouts. 2 in the back and 1 in the front there. One feeds to the patio cover roof. One goes over the fence to the backyard, and this one will go over the fence to the backyard too. So that's what the plan is anyways. Fabricated up the base plate for the columns for the carport there. So got that taken care of. Just waiting for them to deliver the pipe. Here's the dirt. I kind of dug this dirt up and put it in a pile there. I put it in the bag so we can use it in a planter around that back patio. And here we are. Welding up the, trying to fix this. Using the torch as a plasma cutter, or using the rod as a plasma cutter to get it out of there. Alright guys, Fast Steady here. And it is Thursday afternoon. It's actually lunchtime. The crew's at lunch. And I'm going to take a dip in the pool. But one thing we discovered was that in the last 2 nights we've had pretty good rainstorms. Good steady storms. Last night we had a pretty good downpour to start it off, and then it just turned to a steady rain. And the pool was pretty much at the overflow point. It was to the point where it was ready to come up over the edge. So, and my pool in Woodland in California, it had a drain feature on it where I could hit it, turn the valves, and it would drain itself directly into the sewage system. They had set that up when they built it. It was a pretty nice feature. It could drop the pool in a couple inches in about 20 minutes. I don't think I have that feature here. I mean, I know I can backwash, but then I got to add the DE to it. So I'm waiting for Ryan. He should be here next week, early next week, to show us some things again. And I'm going to ask him about that. So I got this little hose here. I'm draining some water out of it. It's getting it down a little bit. But the other thing we discovered, my wife discovered this, was that the actual water is coming out of the electrical conduit there. If you can see that or not, but the water it's coming up and it's working its way up through the line in the light to where they tie together, and it's just self-draining itself out there. So that's interesting. So I guess when I see that, I know the pool is too full. So so the water will find its least path of resistance to get out, and that's what it's doing. So I'll let the water level get down to a point where it's not doing that anymore. So and a worst case scenario, I may just have to buy a little sump pump. I have to dump in there occasionally and pump out the water if need be. At least I got that drain right there, so I can do that and get rid of the water rather quickly. So anyways, that's just a little update on this. I'm going to take a swim now. Alright, thanks for watching.